Today I want to talk about one of the most powerful forces that can shape our lives, the growth mindset. It's the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and potential are not fixed, but can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning from our experiences. A growth mindset is about embracing challenges, persisting in the face of setbacks, and viewing effort as a path to mastery. It's understanding that failure is not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity to learn, improve, and grow. When we make mistakes, they are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones toward our future success. Every misstep, every setback is an opportunity to refine our approach, to innovate, and to become better than we were before. When we adopt a growth mindset, we become more resilient. We stop fearing failure and start embracing it as an essential part of the journey. The road to success is never linear. There will be obstacles, there will be moments of doubt, but these challenges only strengthen us when we face them with the belief that we can overcome them. Growth is not immediate, and it is not easy, but it is always possible. We can apply this mindset to every area of our lives. Whether it's personal development, career advancement, or building relationships, growth happens when we commit ourselves to continuous learning. We are not bound by our past mistakes or limitations. Instead, we are empowered by the possibility of what we can achieve through perseverance and self-improvement. The beauty of a growth mindset is that it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. It's about the small, consistent steps we take each day, the habits we build, and the positive changes we make. It's about choosing to view obstacles as opportunities and choosing to believe that we are capable of more than we initially realize. So let us embrace the journey of growth, not with fear, but with excitement. Let us be the kind of people who look at challenges with optimism, who greet failures with determination, and who never stop believing that we can become the best version of ourselves. It is both a privilege and a profound opportunity to speak with you today about something that I believe can transform not only our individual lives, but the way we interact with the world around us. I'm here to discuss a simple, yet powerful concept, the growth mindset, and its potential to shape the future for each of us, no matter where we are on our journey. At its core, the growth mindset is rooted in the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and potential are not fixed traits, but rather qualities that we can cultivate and enhance through effort, perseverance, and learning from experience. This philosophy is both revolutionary and empowering because it reminds us that no matter where we start, the destination is not determined by innate talent or luck, but by our willingness to grow and improve. But what exactly is the growth mindset, and why is it so critical for our success and well-being? Let's take a closer look. The term growth mindset was popularized by psychologist Dweck, whose groundbreaking research into the way people perceive their abilities has transformed the way we think about learning, performance, and success. In her research, Dweck contrasts the growth mindset with a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that our abilities are static, that we are either born with certain talents or we aren't. If we fail, it means we lack the necessary abilities to succeed. On the other hand, a growth mindset asserts that we can develop and enhance our abilities through consistent effort, learning, and resilience. This may seem like a simple distinction, but the implications are profound. Imagine a world where everyone believed that their capabilities could be nurtured and expanded through dedication and hard work. What could we achieve? What could you achieve, knowing that failure is simply part of the learning process, not a dead end? The growth mindset encourages us to view challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. It emphasizes effort over innate talent and resilience over avoiding mistakes. It helps us reframe our approach to learning, to work, and to life itself. A critical aspect of the growth mindset is the belief in our own ability to change and improve. This belief is not based on some vague idea of wishing for success, but on a deep conviction that, with enough practice and focus, we can become better versions of ourselves. It all starts with belief. When we believe we can improve, we're more likely to take risks, to try new things, and to stick with challenging tasks. When we adopt a growth mindset, we stop worrying about looking smart or talented. And we begin to focus on the process of learning and the joy of growth. We become less preoccupied with immediate success and more invested in the long-term journey. We've all experienced moments of self-doubt. We've all struggled with tasks that seemed too difficult, and perhaps we've even believed at times that we weren't cut out for certain things. But what if we changed the way we viewed those moments? What if, instead of seeing them as proof of our limitations, we saw them as the perfect opportunities for growth? That's what the growth mindset allows us to do. It helps us see challenges and setbacks as signals for where to direct our energy, rather than as roadblocks that define our potential. The more we practice this mindset, the more natural it becomes. The more we build it into our thinking, the more we start to see our own power to change. One of the most exciting aspects of the growth mindset is that it is grounded not just in psychology, but in the biology of the brain itself. Research into neuroplasticity has shown that the brain is capable of changing and adapting throughout our lives. In other words, our brains are not fixed, they are malleable and capable of growth, just like any other part of our bodies. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This process allows the brain to adapt to new experiences, learn new skills, and recover from injury. The more we challenge ourselves, the more we push the boundaries of what we think is possible, the more we activate this incredible ability within our brains. This is the biological underpinning of the growth mindset. It is not just a motivational theory or an abstract idea, it is the way our brains function. When we push ourselves to learn something difficult, our brains form new pathways. When we practice a new skill, our brains strengthen the neural connections necessary to perform it. And when we struggle through challenges, our brains adapt, learning how to tackle similar obstacles in the future. Understanding that our brains are wired for growth can be incredibly empowering. It means that when we hit a wall, we don't have to feel defeated, we can see it as the opportunity to reshape and strengthen our minds. The brain can literally change in response to the challenges we face. So, in a very real sense, our potential is limitless if we embrace the power of growth. The growth mindset is fundamentally about effort. It teaches us that success is not the result of talent alone, but of hard work, persistence, and deliberate practice. We live in a world that often values quick results and instant gratification. In such an environment, the idea that growth requires time and effort may seem counterintuitive. But the truth is that success rarely happens overnight. It is a product of the countless hours we invest, the mistakes we make, and the lessons we learn along the way. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school basketball team, only to become one of the greatest basketball players in history. These individuals didn't achieve greatness because they were inherently gifted. They achieved greatness because they were willing to work relentlessly, to endure failure, and to improve bit by bit over time. The key message here is this: talent may give someone a head start, but it is effort that ultimately leads to mastery. The growth mindset celebrates the process of improvement, not just the end result. It tells us that effort is not something to shy away from, but something to embrace as an essential part of the journey. This is not just a theory, it's backed by research. Studies have shown that people who focus on effort and process are more likely to succeed in the long run than those who focus solely on outcomes. When we measure ourselves by our progress rather than our results, we give ourselves permission to take risks, make mistakes, and grow. Another essential feature of the growth mindset is the ability to persevere through setbacks. Every successful person has encountered obstacles. What sets them apart is their ability to learn from these challenges and keep going. Setbacks are a natural part of any journey. They are not signs of failure, but signals that we are testing our limits and learning. In fact, research has shown that setbacks can actually be beneficial to our development. When we face adversity, we are forced to rethink our approach, develop new strategies, and refine our skills. This process of adaptation is crucial for growth. But it's not always easy to stay positive in the face of setbacks. It requires us to reframe our thinking and to remind ourselves that failure is not an endpoint, but a temporary roadblock. The next time you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge make me stronger, smarter, or more resilient? Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities, view it as a stepping stone towards success. The more you do this, the more resilient you will become. While the growth mindset is a deeply personal journey, it is also something that can be cultivated in others. If we want to build a culture of growth, we must first model the behaviors and attitudes that come with it. This means not only believing in the power of effort and perseverance, but also encouraging others to adopt this mindset. As educators, parents, mentors, or leaders, we have the opportunity to foster a growth mindset in those we work with. This begins with how we frame challenges and praise. Instead of praising people for their innate talent, we can praise their effort, their resilience, and their determination. We can reinforce the idea that learning is a lifelong journey and that mistakes are opportunities for growth, not indicators of failure. We can also create environments where people feel safe to take risks, try new things, and learn from their mistakes. This means creating spaces where learning is celebrated, where effort is valued over immediate results, and where failure is seen as part of the process, not a reason to give up. Let's consider some real-life examples of the growth mindset in action. In the business world, many successful entrepreneurs embrace a growth mindset. Steve Jobs, for example, faced multiple setbacks throughout his career, including being ousted from Apple, the very company he co-founded. But instead of giving up, he used that setback as an opportunity to learn, grow, and eventually return to Apple, where he would go on to lead the company to even greater heights. His belief in the power of innovation and persistence was key to his success. In education, we see the growth mindset at work in classrooms around the world. Teachers who encourage students to focus on effort and process rather than grades are helping them develop resilience and a love for learning. Thank you.